What's going on, Guardians? Sly here, and thanks for coming back to Sly Nation for another Destiny video. So, while most topics right now are on Destiny 2, let's dive back into what's going on right now and check out all of the resets for this week. Let's hope the roles are better and the modifiers are a little more challenging than last week's, right? Alright, so before we start, if you haven't seen some of the new subclasses or even the reveal itself, check out my Destiny 2 playlist here on YouTube. I have the entire reveal up in HD, as well as a shorter breakdown summary and a breakdown of all three subclasses that we've seen so far, complete with everything inside each subclass, like all of the perks. So definitely check those out, but for now, let's dive back into the familiar with our weekly reset guide. It's Tuesday, May 23rd, and this is your Destiny Moments of Triumph weekly reset guide. So, as usual, we're starting up here in orbit and checking out all of the weekly activities. So, first up, let's take a peek at the Crucible. Starting at the top, we have Doubles. Doubles is back. That's when we get your Treasure of Ages. And for the weekly ones on the bottom, we have Control. Supremacy. Of course, Elimination is here until Friday. And then we have Salvage and, of course, Rumble here at the end. And then Private Matches down here at the bottom. Alright, so next, let's check out the Nightfall for this week. Let's see if it'll be any good. Alright, starting off with the modifiers, we have Arc Burn right out of the gate. Arc damage from any source is greatly increased. Following that, Small Arms primary weapon damage is favored. And then Juggler, no ammo drops for your equipped weapon. Following that, Airborne players deal more damage while in the air. And then we have Daybreak. The darkness grows stronger, and so do you. Form a fire team of 3 and unleash your light with greatly increased ability recharge. So Daybreak is always a fun modifier to have. We also have Small Arms, so any kind of primary is going to hit a lot harder. And then over here, Airborne. So if you have the Imperium Bellicose, or you can use the Angel of Light for the Warlock, those really help out. So I highly recommend using that with your primaries or snipers, because it does a ton more damage. Alright, let's jump in and see what we're taking down this week.
The Splicer's High Priest has crews pushing further underground in the Plaguelands. Looks like a large-scale mobilization against a hive nest.
An army of hive controlled by the Splicers would be the end of old Russia.
Could be the end of everything.
And we have that Splicer Priest Ogre on eye on a stick kind of guy. So, with Arc Burn, you should watch out for those shanks at the end, because they will definitely destroy you pretty quickly. So Titan Bubbles are going to be a very useful thing to have here. And of course, self-res. But we won't have both of those for very much longer, so make sure you use it while you can. Alright, well, let's go back up to orbit and see what we're checking out next. Alright, so next let's take a look at the daily, weekly playlist, and then we'll check out the Strike, or the Heroic Strike playlist. And for the dailies, first up, we have the Taken War. And, oh no, Lightswitch is back, isn't it? We have Heroic and then Lightswitch? What? I haven't seen Lightswitch in, like, well over a year. Minions of Darkness deal much more melee damage. Man, melee, if you have Arc Burn and Lightswitch and something like the Scions that, you know, shoot off Arc when they melee you, you will get destroyed. I kind of miss Lightswitch, man. Lightswitch was very interesting. It was kind of fun, too. Hard at times, but definitely fun. Alright, well, that's cool. I haven't seen that in a while. And then the last one here is Airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air. So also here, Imperium Bellicose for the Titan or Angel of Light for the Warlock will definitely help you out. Wow, Lightswitch. I'm actually kind of excited about that. Alright, and then moving on to the Heroic Strike playlist this week. If I can find it. There it is. Siva Crisis Heroic. And starting off, we have Heroic. Enemies appear in greater numbers, more aggressive, blah, blah, blah. Then Void Burn. Void damage from any source is greatly increased. Following that, Brawler Guardian melee damage is also greatly increased. And ending on Ironclad, more enemies have shields. Alright guys, well that's it for all the playlists, but next let's check out the featured raid, and we are going back to the beginning and starting off with Crota's End. And of course the two challenges are the Death Singer and Crota as well, but don't forget, on the book you still have to have that one challenge done if you want to, you know, at least complete the book of killing the Death Singer and doing that challenge within 2 minutes to get the, you know, the raid page done. So just remember that that is still there. Okay, well, that takes care of everything up here in orbit. So next, let's go to the reef, see what's going on over there, and then we'll head down to the temple after this. Alright, welcome to the reef, my compadres. And first up, we're taking a look at Petrovenge. Then, of course, after that, we'll take a look at Varix. So first up for her bounties, we have Take the Wanted, Baroness Grayrus on Venus. Fire Team, that's up to you. Following that, Take them out Cosmodrome, kill taken lieutenants in the Cosmodrome. You need to kill 12 of those bad boys. And then we have Take Them All, kill 100 taken. As for the newer bounties, Queen's Sovereignty, defeat 50 Fallen in any strike playlist. Then we have Queen's Grace, generate 15 Orbs of Light in any strike playlist. And then 30 arc kills on the Dreadnought, which is Queen's Mercy. Alright, Madam Petra, thank you very so much. And next, let's take a look at Varix. And of course, I will always grab his bag full of goodies. Grab his bag. Anyway, so first up for bounties, we have Impressive Performance, earn points in the Challenge of Elders. Then we have Shadow Boxer, use void abilities to kill enemies in level 41 PoE or the challenge. And then finally here, Shock Trooper, use arc abilities to do the same. And for the Super Secret modifier this week, we have Super Kill Bonus. So supers are worth more points. Alright guys, well next let's take a look at the Iron Temple and see what's going on over there. Alright, welcome to the Reef, my friends. First we're checking out Shiro and his bounties, and then we'll take a look at the class items on the bottom. So first up for the Iron Lord bounties, we have Together We Rise, complete public events in the Plaguelands. Following that, Pull the Plug, kill Fallen Majors and Ultras. And then we have Archon's Forge bounties. The first one is Captains, get 4 victories with Captain encounters. And then we have Shanks, get 4 Shank encounters in the Forge. Moving on to class item, first up is the Mantle of Perun, which comes in at 34-32 Discipline Strength. Following that, Yolder's Iron Sash, 32-35 Intellect Strength. And then for the Warlock, we have Fellwinter's Iron Bond, 34-33 Discipline Strength. Alright, let's take a look up here. So, taking a look at Granny on the Hill. Oh, complete quest. Thank you ever so much. I'll get rid of these. Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay, so first up for the artifacts, we have Memory of Scory coming in at 102 Strength. Then we have Memory of Radagast, 78-79 Intellect Strength. And then Memory of Galeon, 74-81 Discipline Strength. Alright guys, thank you for your attention. Next, let's head to the tower and take a look at everything over there. Alright my friends, welcome to the tower, and as you all know, we have a ton of things to look over here. So, first let's start with the vendors and get those out of the way. So, first for New Monarchy, they are accepting of helium filaments for their reputation increase. And in terms of weapons, they have a couple of cool ones, but nothing really all that great. The best one I saw was the Assembly 2, then we have the Impeacher, and I think the Sniper Rifle. But other than that, nothing else was really stood out. Alright, so next let's head over to the hangar, and we'll check out Dead Orbit and Future War Cult, and of course the vendor over there, the Vanguard vendor. Alright, so welcome to the tower hangar. First, let's check out Mr. Jalal, see what's going on over here with the Orbit of Deadness. Alright, so for material exchanges, they are accepting Relic Iron, and I think I'll keep on to that. And in terms of weapons, we have a pretty good Extremophile here. Comes with Reflex, Steady Hand Is, and OEG. Steady Hand is always great for auto rifles. Then we have Extended Mag, Quick Draw, Hammer Forged, Rodeo, and then Rangefinder. So right across the top, pretty hard to beat, guys. Extended Mag, Hammer Forged, and then Rangefinder, all that with Steady Hand Is. They give you extra reload and stability. Not too bad. Alright, and the next weapon here is a pretty awesome Worlds to Come 001. First for the sights, we have MD Reflex, Red Dot ORA, and then OEG. For the perks, Accelerated Coils, Snapshot, Perfect Balance or Unflinching, and then Rangefinder. So depending on how you like your fusion rifles, I like them right just like they are right here. This much charge, this much impact. That's the perfect range right there. If you do accelerated coils, it's kind of hard to see here. There you go. It takes away impact, gives you more charge rate, which is good. Sometimes it takes more than a one hit. So in PvP, if you have to shoot twice with a fusion rifle, usually that means you're going to die. So I would rather leave it higher impact, go with Snapshot, and then Perfect Balance, and Rangefinder. Although Unflinching, not too bad either. Alright, so next let's take a look at Future War Cult, and see what's going on up over here. Oh, by the way, let me show you guys something. the ship right over here is selling a pretty rare ship. It's one of the Slipper Misfits, and it's a blue, which you hardly ever see. Now, it's the AX-19, which isn't the best one. I think it's the 20 or 21 is the better one. But this one is also pretty rare. She doesn't sell the blue ones very often, especially the Slipper Misfits. So if you're looking to grab those, or if you still need chips for your book, that's a pretty decent one to get. Alright, so let's take a look at Mrs. Lakshmi. And starting off for reputation, she will accept helium filaments for future War Cult allegiance. And for weapons here, we have a couple of decent ones. First up is the Whale. Now, not really a PvP hand cannon per se, but it's going to do good in either of them. We have Steady Hand is, Fast Draw is, and Quick Draw is. For perks, high caliber rounds, Snapshot, Perfect Balance, or Triple Tap. And then we have Firefly. Moving on to the next one is the Waltz, which is actually pretty good, guys. First up for the sights, we have MD Reflex, Sure Shot is, which is always great, and then OEG. As for perks, Flared Magwell or Snapshot, I'd go Snapshot on that. And then we have Hammer Forged or Third Eye, and then Counterbalance. So Counterbalance, Hammer Forged, Snapshot, not too bad at all, guys. Or, of course, if you prefer less range, you can get a Third Eye in there. But I never recommend less range for a little, for an extra radar. Alright, next up is the Wounded. It's pretty good. Comes with MD Reflex, Focus Lens, OEG, we have high caliber rounds, Snapshot, Perfect Balance or Outlaw, and then we have Hidden Hand. Alright, so next, let's take a look at the Vanguard. Thank you, Lakshmi, for your cooperation. Let's see what they got. Hopefully something a little better than everybody else. Nothing has anything really OP this week. Alright, so for the Vanguard Quartermaster, he really doesn't have much either. The Continental, okay. Parthian Shot, it wasn't too bad, but other ones weren't all that great at all, guys. I really didn't see much here by way of, that stood out. Maybe Occam's Razor with full autos, not too bad. Seventh Sense, whatever. The best one here, actually, this week is the Bone Crusher and the Disassembly Required, which even then aren't all that great. We have Aggressive Ballistics, Linear Compensator, and Soft Ballistics. It comes with Unflinching, Spray and Play. Spray and Play is always great on a heavy. Then we have Small Bore, Armor-piercing rounds, and then Persistence. So, the good thing about Persistence in Destiny 2 is that it's accuracy and stability, which is a great thing to see. Alright, so next we have the Disassembly Required, and like I said before, not all that great, but it does come with Grenades and Horseshoes. The other ones are Quick Draw, Javelin, Vacuum, which is okay, and then Danger Close. So, alright, well that does it for this side of the tower. Next, let's hop down over to the Vanguards and see what they're doing, as well as the bounties that they have. And then we'll wrap it up, guys. Alright, so starting over here with the Vanguard bounties for the week. We have the usual, but the last one changes, so I guess it's worth checking out. So, first up, Strike Elite. Earn gold, silver, or bronze tier achieved medals. You need 9 of those. Then we have Sunrise. Earn a gold tier achieved medal in the Nightfall before time expires. And then at the end, Merciless. Get 9 rapid enemy kills to earn a Rampage medal in Siva Crisis Strike. You need 3 primary, 2 secondary, and I believe it's also 3 heavy medals. Alright, thank you, Zavala. Next, let's check out Shax and his bounties and see what's going on, and then we'll see the Horny Robot and his Crucible bounties. So, let's take a peek.
Let's get to it, Guardian.
Alright, Shax, my man. First up, we have a Hunt for Glory. Exercise your skills in the Supremacy match type. 7 matches complete, 50 primary kills, 30 kill credits, 20 credits denied. And the second is Taking Control. Exercise your skill in the Control match type. 7 matches complete, 30 advantage kills, 15 captures, and of course, a beeline. Alright, so on to the Horny Robot. Let's take a look at some weapons. And unfortunately, guys, there's really nothing here either that stands out. I mean, there hasn't been one really like, jaw-dropping weapon at any of these vendors. So the ones that are halfway decent is we have the 0-Day Dilemma. In terms of sights, it comes with Red Dot ORA, Quick Draw is, OEG Rifle Scope, comes with Focus Fire, Grenadier, then we have Small Bore or Rifled Barrel, which is what I would stick with, and then Third Eye. So if you like those slower rate of fire, higher impact, especially with Focus Fire, if you can land headshots, those are pretty dirty. But again, if you miss some headshots, you're probably not going to make it. Alright, then the next one we have is the Party Favor, which is, Third Eye, Outlaw. It's okay, but unfortunately it comes with Small Bore, so it gives you more range and stability, but with a magazine of 24, you can't really afford to lose any more bullets. Hero formula, it's alright. Palindrome isn't too bad, but again, it has small bore on it, so you're missing some bullets. And with a mag of 9, it's, every bullet counts. But it comes with Outlaw, Last Resort, of course, small bore, which does give you more range and more stability, which is pretty good. Lightweight, and then Hidden Hand. In terms of sights, we have True Sight, Fast Draw, and Quick Draw. So again, not a beast by any means, but definitely not bad. We have a full auto curtain call, which isn't too bad with the melee bonus damage. And then, where's the other one? It is, Something Wicked. Comes with tracking and Battle Runner. In terms of barrels, we have War Veneers, Soft Launch, Counter Mass, of course Battle Runner, Danger Close, and Quick Draw with Field Scout, and then you of course see the tracking. And that about does it, man. Like I said, nothing this week really stood out in terms of, wow, this is an awesome weapon, which is kind of unfortunate. But, my friends, that about does it. That is everything that has changed for this week. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to try to be back to make videos back on a weekly basis again, as long as work doesn't get in the way. So, hopefully, you will be there for everything I have planned in the next few months. And I cannot wait for you guys to see my Destiny 2 videos. I'm super excited about that. So, hopefully, you'll stick around for those. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are freaking amazing. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter, SlyNation, or SlyNation Gaming. It's the best place to stay up to date on everything Destiny, Destiny 2, Mass Effect Andromeda, and new uploads coming out of my channel. Thanks for watching, guys, but until next time, this is your boy Sly, and I will see you all later.